The girl woke up to find that everyone around her had disappeared. The room was empty. She felt uneasy and rushed out on her bicycle to check the situation. However, the street had become very quiet. Only the dogs on the side of the road were barking in the air as if they had sensed something unusual. Jessie continued on his way. On her way, she saw a car with its blinkers on and its doors open. The passenger seemed to have vanished in an instant. Her panic grew and she rushed to the hospital in the center of town because her brother was still there. However, the hospital was also empty. The dead silence frightened her like never before. She rushed out into the street and shouted to the whole city, but still no one answered. Exhausted, she walked into the supermarket and grabbed a drink, thinking about what to do next. Just then there was a sudden noise outside. Jessie rushed out alertly. She saw two figures on the bridge in the distance. She was so excited that she quickly chased after them. After a few conversations, they realized that their experiences were the same. They both woke up and everyone around them had disappeared, so they decided to join forces to look for survivors. However, unbeknownst to them, a device above their heads was quietly monitoring their movements. They went to the communications building. They tried to find a way to contact the outside world, but all the equipment was out of order. Just as they were about to leave, there was a sound at the end of the hallway. A man rises, slowly, handcuffed, still on his hands. He begged the three to uncuff him, but after he was uncuffed, he didn't pay any attention to them. He found a motorcycle and left alone. They had no choice but to continue exploring. As night fell, they realized that the streetlights were on. They followed the light source in front of a building. They saw the words SOS. They cautiously made their way to the building just as they stepped into the elevator. The lights around them suddenly dimmed. Then a mechanical voice from the camera told them to raise and lower their weapons. Terrified, the three of them complied. The elevator door slowly opened and there's still two polite young men. It turns out he's also looking for survivors. He led them to the basement of his house. This place is full of luxury cars. The crowd drove through the empty city and their sports cars. The little boy shouted through a blaring bullhorn, but still no one was there. There's no signal for 100 miles. Suddenly they came across a man. It was the man who had just left. He was dying of an arrow as they tried to help him. Arrows were fired from the shadows. Terrified, they drove quickly through the streets. Do you know where the arrows came from?